Today, I'm going to be drawing Mario in 4 different horror characters. I'm going to take 4 different slasher movies and character swap Mario into them. For the first box, we got Jason, then Ghostface, then Chucky, and last is a surprise. But the last one's also the best. I'm going to be showing you that I'm erasing, and then I'm going to sketch out the Jason mask that will fit Mario. Every style in today's video is just going to be a character swap, and I'm still going to try to resemble Mario throughout the drawing. Either with his body shape, or his cool features like his hat. I don't want it to look like only Jason, but I want it to look like a Jason in the Mario Bros style. So you guys are just going to have to be the judge of that. With Jason's mask, it's normally like a yellow, brownish tint to it. But when you go for cartoons, you want bright colors. So I'm going to give Jason a bright white mask. You know, like he just went to Walmart and picked it up off the shelf. Fresh, brand new. And then I did want to add some of Mario's features on the sides because it is just a mask. And it's not going to be covering his whole face. And then I love adding the small details in the mask, like the little red Nike signs. And I'm going to go ahead and add some shadows. And I can already see it coming together. Now that I'm adding the black, it's almost done. But not quite yet. I still need to do all the highlights and shadows on Mario. Can't forget that. Guys, if you're wanting to learn how to draw, or how to do certain styles, or even learn how to character swap, come join my Discord. I have so many people in there, and it's been so fun chatting with y'all. I think there's about 80 people in there now. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and start outlining this Jason and see it come to life. And I'm going to be using the 3M Posca marker for my outline. I really like that size. It works really good for outlining. So I feel like I didn't lose the Mario from this quadrant. I can see the Jason mask. I can still see Mario behind the mask. So you got to rate it 1 through 5. 5 being the best. Now we are on to Scream, aka Ghostface. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys the sketching process in this. So if you want to follow along, you can. But pretty much I'm looking at a reference and deciding how I'm going to draw out this Ghostface mask. And it's going to be a little difficult because I still want to give it a cartoon effect without going too crazy with the details. But at the same time too, that new Scream movie did come out last year and I liked the mask in that one. So maybe we'll go for that. So I'm going to give it a white undertone just because his mask is white. I know it's also like stained yellow and brown, but whatever. White is going to be fine. Okay, if you guys are still here, listen to this. If you know what I'm going to draw for part 4 in today's video, leave a comment of who you think it's going to be before you see it. And no cheating. Okay, let's get back to it. So with the Scream, I didn't want to get rid of the Mario logo because guess what? This is Mario in his costumes, right? That's how I'm picturing it. So I'm just going to make the Mario logo darker, grays, whites, blacks, and it's almost going to look like the evil twin version of Mario, but as Scream. It's super cool. I love the way it looks. And don't worry, I'm going in and adding all the highlights and shadows right now. And it's going to turn out amazing. One thing I've always loved about the Ghostface Scream movies is the way the mask looks. Like how overly dramatic that the size of his eyes are on the mask is the best part in my opinion. They did not need to make it that dramatic. But it gives it that long stretched face look and it's creepy. It looks like a ghost. But I added a little bit of highlights and shadows on the mask, trying to go for the vibe of the latest Scream movie. Do you think I did it good? I don't know. I think I did pretty good. On a scale of 1 through 5, let me know how good I did with 5 being the best. Now that we are on the 3rd quadrant, we are going to be doing Chucky. And the reason I saved Chucky for this side specifically is because Chucky also wears overalls, just a little bit different. I barely had to erase anything. And then I'm just going to keep the same body shape, the same long sleeve shirt, just add some stripes. And now we just have a little bit of a chunky Chucky. It was easy enough. I have never really been a fan of Chucky or Annabelle just because I do not like dolls. The fact that something can possess a doll freaks me out. It freaks me out more than someone like a human being possessed. So, I can deal with clowns, I can deal with ghosts, whatever. But when it comes to dolls, it count me out. And now that I'm thinking about it, I can't deal with any of that. If there was anything paranormal near me, I would be freaking out, no matter what. I cannot handle it. I only can watch the movies, that's it. One thing I do like about Chucky, though, is his striped shirt. I love how colorful it is. And then the way I colored it today, adding the highlights on the sleeves, makes it look so cool, in my opinion. And then adding the highlights on his actual overalls makes the drawing come together. I don't even need the black outline to see what I'm doing at this point. It just looks so good. But we still are going to give Mario that tan. I kind of wish I had more of Mario's face in this drawing so I could add some scars. But it's okay. I'm almost done with the drawing, just adding the finishing details. And isn't it kind of funny that his pocket says good guys? Okay guys, we have Jason, Scream, and Chucky. Which one's been your favorite so far? But now we are going to be going to the final part in today's video. And I'm still not going to tell you who I'm drawing. That's for you to find out and see if you guessed it right. Just with this small hint of gray, do you know who I'm coloring? If you don't, I'm still not going to tell you. One thing that I admire about this character's style is the dark tones of his outfit. The dark red and the dark green just go perfect together. And at this point, I think everybody should know who I'm coloring if you haven't been living under a rock the last 30 years. But I'm still not going to say it. And no, it's not Edward Scissorhand. I don't even think that's a horror movie. Edward Scissorhand is kind of a good guy, right? Anyways, on the blades, I'm going to add some shadows and some highlights to kind of give it that bedazzle. And then I'm going to go and add all the highlights and shadows for the rest of the clothing. But one thing about this character is when his skin tone shows, you got to add something specific. At this point, you should know who I'm drawing. But if you don't, I am drawing Freddy Krueger. And when I said I had to do something specific for his skin, I have to give him scars. Because anybody who's ever seen Freddy Krueger saw all of the scars across his face. And that's because he was burned alive and now he just haunts people in their dreams. I think I did give it a very good cartoon feel, and I can still see the Mario shape because Mario has very distinctive hands, and all I really did was add some Wolverine claws coming right out of his fingertips. I have now completed this drawing and I have to sign it because this is my own artwork and nobody can take credit for it. So we have Jason, then we have Scream, and then Chucky, and then last and the very best, Freddy Krueger. If you guys made it this far, make sure to comment a coffin because I just want to see how many true horror fans I have on this page. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Oh, and by the way, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, like the video and turn on the notifications because I give you weekly posts. Bye!